Dan, House of Broken Dobbs things. Let's get back on this shaper project. Next thing I'm going to do is take this screw out, and then we'll start getting the table off there to get a good look at it. Bring it back. Well, actually, right here, let's just get at it right now. Again, there is no guarantee that if you have one of these that it's going to look even remotely like this. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see that was, for those of you that are my age, you'll know what Tennessee tuxedo means. That's kind of where that was set up. Yeah. Okay, we got some work to do. Let me get this out. Okay, let's get this cross feed out of here. It turns very well, but this handle has taken a hit like a lot of them have, so looks to be the only thing we got going is this sleeve right here. So I'll bring you back and get that out. Okay, under a close inspection here, what's that tooth all about? Notice the uniformity almost all the way around, with the exception of that one little tooth right there. That could be my little, because every once in a while it has a hitch and a get along. Hopefully you can see that. The rest of it looks pretty good. I mean, there's not, I can tell there's a little depression, but not much. But that one spot there, it's going to come around and hit right here. That's interesting. All right, the clutch mechanism, there isn't anything inside of it. I'll get you a picture of it here in a second. Just this arm that we're gonna probably remake anyway. And then this mechanism up here appears to be in good shape. So I'm gonna pull this off. Okay, that's way better. You can see that it's tapered, so it's gonna change the feed direction whichever way you move it. Doesn't appear to be worn down. Probably could be sharpened a little bit, but with that, as we just showed you, that one tooth is probably going to be a problem. Other than that, there's nothing here but just this casting. There's no thrust bearing in here, there's no Belleville washer, nothing. So that too is a problem. You need a little bit of tension on that screw to let that ratchet overrun. Just like when you're using an extension and a socket and then the nut's just not tight enough, so you just kind of don't do anything. That's the same kind of a thing. Bring it back. Okay, not much more to it other than go ahead and taking the gib loose on that one to get this plate off. Looks like this is going into the half nut. We'll figure that out in a second. And there's that squaring block I mentioned before, which the main table locks into that groove. All right, down below we've got 3 gib screws. I did upgrade these because they were those silly little flathead screws in there before. Working upside down, you had to use a right-hand screwdriver. The feed crossways feels great. Up and down, not so much. Okay, the gib's got to come out now. There we go. There's the gib. Dirty, grungy. Again, I haven't touched it at all. All right. I don't even know what it looks like. Tapered inside, flat screw head. Not good. That won't go back like that. Okay. Here it comes. Come on. Ugh. Well, how about that? Looks to be cast. not bronze or brass or anything, so okay. Cast works too. Oh. All right. Here it is, seeing daylight. Wow. I don't know if you can catch that. I don't think that was very straight. Looks like you set the part in there and drilled it yourself. So, okay. I think it kind of follows that too. Okay. Closer look at that gib strip. Yeah, it's got wear on it, but there's no locating for those gib screws. So if you've got one, there is this notch that's cut. It looks like the gib was setting there, but those could probably be a lot better if they had a location, something for that gib screw to grab a hold of. So, okay, go ahead and for this, there are 3 screws. Again, those flathead ones that I'm a fan of. And then the gib strip is right on this side. All right, let me get those out. Okay. We've negotiated off camera and it's decided to see it my way. So there's a gib strip, and I did have the wood under there on purpose just to catch it. Okay. Nothing really all that exciting. It was just very snug. Now, I also had tightened the gib just because it was really loosey-goosey. So by the time this goes back together, we're going to have that figured out. Okay. Well, what was going to be easy now is something else. This doesn't have enough clearance to come off just walking it off. Pretty sure, no, that's just not going to happen. I don't think I have enough height, even with the ram out of the way. I don't think I've got anywhere near what I need. I believe this piece went on and came off the bottom. Okay, you can probably see it here. Come up, there's a parting line right here, and you have to unbolt it from the bottom. So the whole shaper has to come loose of the stand, and then get it up where you can unbolt the top half from the base, and then slide that out the bottom once you have the base moved. So that'll give us something to do. Okay, I'm guessing I'm gonna have to wrestle this thing. When I did take that ram off, there were some chippings that have been there for I don't know how long. You can see that, yeah, it did curl a chip in its day. Who knows? I'm turning the, I have the belt off and I'm turning the ram. Absolutely effortless. Okay. Loose. And probably either way. No, front ways. Okay, meanwhile, back at the Drama Drive-In, the arm that connects underneath the ram, you don't have enough clearance to go forward, you don't have enough clearance to go backwards, so it looks like they went ahead and put that moving arm that comes up and connects and drives the ram. They put that in with a pin, and as soon as they did that, I should have enough clearance now. Oh yeah, plenty of clearance to get this out. Oh, that's way better. Okay, from this side here, you can see the drive mechanism that comes up and grabs the yoke. Okay, or the ram, sorry. In there, it sits inside, and it was too high. So every time I would try to take the ram in or out, no matter how this swung, because you can see it in its relaxed position here, but actually it was sitting up here like this. And every time I tried to bring it back and forth, this was too much on the inside of the casting of the ram. So what I did is there's a pin on the bottom. Okay, That pin right there rides at the base, and that's the pivot. So when I got the pin out, that allowed this to drop across the top, so then I had enough clearance to get the ram out. Okay, so the main drive mechanism I just showed you, the pin, it's out of position. Now this bolt, I'm looking at that, it's the sprocket on this side, the bolt won't go out because the bolt actually runs up against the sprocket. And from this side, coming back, it doesn't appear that it wants to play either. Okay, playing a hunch, I think we got it right inside, and this is the bolt that goes to the shaft that actually drives the power feed, cross feed. So in there is a bolt and a washer. So I back those out. Let's see if we can get this thing apart now. Okay. Hey, look at that. Nobody even knows how long that thing's been together. There is nothing light or cheesy about this thing. Okay. You humans have seen this inside. It absolutely turns with no effort whatsoever. Yeah, that part feels good. All right. All right, everybody looks happy. All right. Look inside. A little transfer gear, which is coming off of the belt feed. I don't see anything there. Okay, the main driven gear. This is the shaft it rides on, going in through the housing. If you remember, I mentioned it doesn't have any positive lubrication on it. Change that, adjust that up just a little bit. If you see that scoring, I mean, I know you got gloves on, Dan, but I still don't have any way of picking up anything. It looks like it's going into a cast iron bearing sleeve, so I think it'll be okay. I mean, mechanism, I mean, there's nothing fancy here other than the eccentric. There we go, get you in the shot. So nothing there, but get up close, you can kind of see that it wasn't getting a lot of lube. Now it spun great, but again, it definitely could use some help with some bearing. All right, one other piece I didn't show you is inside the arm. Let's give it our own name. I'm going to call it the drive arm, whatever you want to call it. This block. Why is it always out of the shot? Okay, this block rides in here and it provides the up and down slip. This looks like it's hardened. I hit it with a file and it seems to be doing just fine resisting the file. So inside there is a quasi slip fit. Looks like bronze. Looks like it might be an oil light. There's a number 1360, if you can get that in the shot. Okay. I'm gonna take this one out. Oh, yeah. Not much going on there. It's held on by spit. Okay. Okay, we have 4 washers on that bolt. There's the drive. doesn't look too awful. Again, neither of these have a drip oiler or anything on them, of these two shafts that were coming in from the opposite side. And then that gear looks just fine. I don't know that it's ever been stressed. There we go, sorry. Looks pretty good. No chipped teeth, very glad of that. All right, ladies and gents, here's the base. Very nice, cast iron, not very thick, that's a shame. There goes my T-slots. All right, looks like 6 bolts. Okay, we got the base off, 6 bolts. Okay. Jigsaw puzzle. Okay, that'll do it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed watching me tear it down. We'll get into the specifics of each component here shortly, but thanks for watching. If you like the content, consider subscribing or just hit a like. Thank you very much.